Walking in a parking lot again. I gotta go walk. I have to walk. That's what I've been told to do, so I'm doing it. And people have told me that you want to hang out while I walk, so here we are. And I hope you're having a good day so far. For me, it's 8:45 in the morning, and I'm in Milwaukee. I'm here right now for NostalgiaCon, and it's been really, really awesome so far. So if you've been here and come to say hello, thank you. If you're any part of this convention, thank you. I think everybody's having a really good time. It's pretty awesome. So I want to, I just want to make some things real clear because I think there's a little bit of confusion, and I want to make sure that everybody knows exactly what's going on, because why wouldn't I? But so this YouTube channel, thank you so much. For those of you who have subscribed, thank you so much. For those of you who have joined memberships. And so the way that this works, this is what I'm trying to do. And I'm saying this out loud right now, so there is zero confusion. So I'm trying to do a YouTube page that is meaningful, some kind of social media content that is meaningful, because I used to have a TikTok account. It's gone. Whatever. And the update on that is there is no update. If I take the time to sit down on a computer maybe and try to sign into TikTok, I may get a different result, but if I do it from my phone, it just says, yeah, something's wrong. I think it's what it says. Something's wrong. Try again later. Whatever. And then I'm like, yeah, no, not going to try again later. Don't care. But it's gone, and that's fine. And then Instagram, I still have that. Never had Twitter. Did have Twitter, actually. Had Twitter, and then recognized that you have to pay money to get the blue check mark to be verified so people know that it's actually you. And I don't think that... I just don't think I care. I truly don't care. I think that I'm probably a person that if I want to tell you something, I'll either make a post or go live, right? So here we are right now. And basically what I have learned, this is just all complete honesty. When I went to Kuwait for a Comic-Con, which was 6 years ago now, maybe closer to 7 years ago, I had no social media. And everybody was saying you have to have social media, because you're going to be traveling a lot to Comic-Cons, and you're going to have to find a way to let people know where you're going. And I thought, doesn't the Comic-Con do that? Isn't that... Anyway, so I was talked into getting social media. So I think I started an Instagram account at that time. And I started posting things, and of course started letting people know this is where I'm going whenever I had a Comic-Con coming up. So come hang out, that kind of stuff, right? Well, then I recognized I don't want to have social media just to tell people where I am or where I'm going, but I also didn't know what to post. What do you post? Now I'm 49. Even then, I was over 40 years old. I don't know. I'm not saying that social media is for kids. But what does a grown man post on social media? I have no idea. I did notice that there were people who were my age or older or whatever who would try to post things sometimes that would make them, they were attempting to be cool, like the kids, so they could hang with and fit in with the cool kids. And I recognized right away, just like everyone else, that nobody's buying that. Gotta switch hands. Sorry, I'm drinking coffee. Nobody's buying it. You're not one of the cool kids, you're too old. Grandpa. I guess I'm old enough. I could be. Yeah, I am. I am old enough. I could be somebody's grandpa right now. I'm not. I'm not your grandpa either, you big dummy. Because somebody's calling me grandpa right now, I can feel it. Anyway, so I decided, whatever, I'm happy to laugh at myself. I will make content which is just completely off the wall bonkers, right? And then we can all have something to laugh at. And that was fun, and it is fun, you know, whatever. And a lot of people are way better at it than I am, but I enjoyed making dumb videos, meaningless stuff, basically to offset the videos that I make that are just telling you where I'm going, right? So this is all just completely honest and truthful. But all of it, I mean, maybe some of it was meaningful at times, but the majority of it was not. And I got to a point where I thought, I don't know what to do, because I have to keep social media so that I can tell people where I'm going and help promote these Comic-Cons that I get invited to. I'm happy to do that. But I think that I've recognized that, you know, I guess for one thing, truthfully, I noticed I would make posts that were silly and meaningless, and then every now and then I would make a post that actually I was trying to communicate something. And the comments that I would read would make me recognize that nobody's listening to a word I was saying. Nobody. And I thought, so here I'm trying to communicate some information right now, and you're making me aware that you're not listening to me. What are we doing? What are we doing? This is ridiculous. I don't want to do this anymore. It makes no sense. Nothing is happening. It's just people, me being a jackwagon, and then people responding also as jackwagons, whether intentional or not, just making it clear that you're not listening to anything that I'm saying. And that happened so many times that I thought, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. So I don't think I want to do it anymore, because there's no point. There is 0 point in doing that, right? So, so all of that in combination with, I do travel a lot, which I love, and it's awesome. I mean, look at me right now. I get to walk around in this parking lot in Milwaukee. But it makes it difficult to have a regular job when you travel as much as I do. And I've got a wife and kids, and so I've got responsibilities that I can't just hope that everything's going to work out. So I have to have a regular job, which I'm happy to have. But again, it's tricky because it's hard to find an employer who's willing to put up with someone who leaves all the time. So I decided months and months ago, I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna make this easy, make it all make sense. I'm gonna stop posting meaningless content on social media for really no reason at all. I'm just done with that. Everybody's done with it. Nobody cares. Nobody's interested, clearly. And And I'm going to start doing something that hopefully can be helpful to people, can definitely be meaningful. And I was going to do that, of course, when I first started. A lot of you remember I started on the wrong platform. And I did. I just was like, yeah, let's go. Let's go. I'd seen an article on my computer at work talking about, of course, some girl who made $40 million or something on that platform. And I thought, okay, I'm not going to do the same thing that person is doing to make that kind of money. But if that person is making that kind of money, then there's a chance that I can make a fraction of that and do some good with it. So the attempt to get this whole thing off was definitely started completely wrong. Whatever. You live and you learn. So I switched from that platform to a platform called Patreon, which was really cool. I mean, it really was. And it's basically the same thing. Honestly, the same thing as what the first platform I started on, I think, was intended to be. And then they were just like, you know what? Yeah, do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. And so Patreon is a little bit more tame, I guess, right? They're like, no, you can't do that. And so everybody suggested, you should go there. Okay, I'll do that. So I started doing that, and that went really well. It was awesome. But I found it's easier to raise money for charity on YouTube. And it's the way the platform's set up, it makes it absolutely, completely transparent what's coming in and what's going out. And that way, the people who do decide to join memberships, which, by the way, if you're unsure about how to give money to charity through this page, it's done through the memberships. And that is how it becomes so transparent. You can see very clearly how many members. I guess what I don't know if you can look and see how many members there are, but I can, and I can screenshot that, and I'm happy to make it 100% completely transparent. And then that money gets transferred to No Kid Hungry. So if you're interested, there's a video where you go to join memberships that explains there are 4 different tiers, and it makes it very clear what each tier is all about. And no matter which tier you join, $2.99 from Is it still live? Did I blow it? I got to stop here for a second to make sure that this still works. I just had an alarm go off on my phone. Right on. Thank you. So $2.99 from each membership, regardless of which tier you join, goes to No Kid Hungry. And right now, this is so exciting. And I know some of you are new and you have no idea, whatever, but we've been doing this. I have been doing this for months now, trying to just make it bigger and bigger and bigger. And for, I don't know, I could look up, and I haven't. I should. It would make it easier to explain this. But basically, we had, I think, less than 500 members each month for the first 6 months. Still had good contributions. Still did, honestly. Because, of course, anything is better than nothing, right? But we had less than 500 members for a long, long time. And then I think we got like 400 and some at one point, and I said, let's try and get 500 members this month. Let's try. Let's see what happens. And started getting all wound up about it, and we did. We got over 500, and I don't think it was a lot over 500. But then the next month, I was like, let's go. Let's get 1,000. Let's get 1,000 this month. Just got crazy and thought, let's go. Well, so that month, still didn't get 1,000, but definitely got over 500 again. And now, right now, we are at 1.8 thousand memberships, which is insane. So I gotta switch hands again. So when you, I just don't want to spill my coffee because I want it. If we can get this month, and so at the end of this month, whatever that number is, I'm going to multiply that number by 2.99, and that's what we're going to send to No Kid Hungry. And if we can make it 2,000 times 2.99, we're giving almost $6,000 this month, which truthfully, we've given just a little bit more than that over the course of the last 8 months. But how amazing would that be to just double the total contribution right now? That would be amazing. Anyway, so I am happy, so happy to be the cheerleader and ask for that, because I don't keep it. It's not for me, it's for No Kid Hungry. So that is how you do it. Now, the other thing that I'm trying to do with this page is I'm trying to support myself and my family. And so far, I can't do that. There's a lot of money in that account right now, but it's not mine, right? So what I'm hoping is that if I keep doing this and we keep getting more subscribers and more, however, who knows? I mean, really, who knows what people look for as far as that is someone that we should look into sponsoring or being a partner with, whatever. But if I could get someone to say, hey, we want to, and I get emails every day from daggone AI saying, we found your page and we love your content and we want to do a partnership with you and we want to give you really nothing, but it would, they want me to promote their things. Half of them, I have no idea what they even are. So no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to try and make money promoting something that I don't even know what it is. If I have to research it, then I don't believe in it. I don't even know what it is. I'm not going to try to pretend like that's fair to take your time to promote something to you that I know nothing about just so I can make money. I'm not doing that. But at some point, I'm hopeful that someone who I do know something about, who I am happy to help promote, will be interested in being a partner or a sponsor for this page. And then at that point, I will have income from this page. And then also, I'll have more time because I won't have to go to work. That will be my income, right? So yes, this is obviously meaningful already because we do have so many members. That money is all going to charity. That's taking care of people that none of us probably know. Maybe some of us do. But No Kid Hungry. Making an actual difference in someone's life. a positive difference. No doubt about it. So I love that. The next step, I guess, is to find some kind of income for myself. I'm just being honest with you. So I can stop going to work and then create more stuff that hopefully will just continue to grow and grow and grow and grow and get bigger and better. And I mean, I keep talking about, potentially bringing other people in and doing all kinds of fun stuff. I've got a lot of ideas. It's hard right now for me to ask a bunch of favors. Right now, I feel like I'm asking favors. Hey, will you help me grow this page? I would feel more comfortable if the page is fully established and strong, and then saying, hey, you want to come be part of this? Because it's kind of cool. There's a very big difference there, right? So from my perspective right now, it's difficult for me to ask for favors from people. But does that make everything clear? I think it does. I hope it does. This is something that can be meaningful, and it can be something that I can support my family with. That's my goal. And it's been awesome, and I'm enjoying it. But I have a team of people that are helping me make sure that this continues. And like game streaming and stuff, I have no idea how to do any of that. There have been people helping me every step of the way. I know nothing about technology. I know nothing about gaming. I was in the game. I don't know how to do it. People have literally held my hand and walked me through every step of that. So, of course, they need to be compensated, and I'm happy to do that. But yeah, there was a recent post made by a person that I hired to make all these edits. I'm not posting those. I don't make those. I don't know how to do that either. I hired a guy, and he's awesome. And he's gotten me 30 million views in a month. So it's worth every penny. The guy's awesome. But no, there's a lot of things. I think people just don't know. People make assumptions about stuff. Like one of the comments just said, I didn't realize, Rob, that you're the one posting these things. I'm not. I know that it looks that way probably, but that's not me. I don't know how to do that. I hired a guy to do that because that hopefully will get me to a place where I can be where I want to be. So when it's all said and done, if I'm able to continue to create content, gym buddy stuff, game streaming, I've got other ideas, just need more time. We can still raise money for charity through memberships. I never touch it. It just goes into the charity. I'm taken care of by a different thing altogether in my family. And then we just party. That's what I'm trying to do. That is what I'm trying to do. And I don't know. I will ask you for money for memberships because I don't keep it. Happy to do that. I won't ask you for money for me. If you're a company, I'm asking you for money. Yeah, I am doing that. And you could write it off anyway. You know that. Anyway, it's business. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to run a business here. Professional. No, I mean, look. I'm hoping that by doing this video, you just recognize where I'm coming from and what I'm trying to do and how it's working, how it's happening, because I really don't like it, especially when I have made the decision to to do something completely different than I've ever done and have it be meaningful. I want everybody to know exactly what's going on. Otherwise, it just seems silly to me. I don't know. I think that it's very possible, if people are honest and transparent, to still be successful. I think that that's possible, and that's what I'm trying to do. So, you know, that's all. And by the way, I don't know, I haven't read any of the comments, and I never do when I'm live. I always go back later and I make notes, and I say thank you to all the people who contributed and all that stuff. If you've been around long enough, you recognize that. But anyway, I'm walking. I noticed from yesterday's live, people kept asking me why I'm walking in circles. And I am. I mean, that is what I'm doing. I got a giant parking lot. Look at this. I've been walking around, hanging out, because I was told to, because I have, I got a crazy thing going on in my leg, because I'm old. Truth, that's all true, too. The artery, femoral artery, I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know. One of the veins in my legs is my left leg, just above my knee. There is hardening in the artery, and I'm fine. I went to the doctor and got all checked out. Everything's fine. He's like, yeah, you're good. You're just old. Basically, is what he said. You're old. And your artery is hardening. So if you want to make that better, go for walks. And so that's what I'm doing. And I guess you're coming with me. Right on. Anyway, I think that's it for today. I just, right before I came outside to go for this walk, I noticed that another video had been posted. See, I didn't do it. I just trying to be as clear as possible. But I recognized that somebody had posted another one of the edits, and I watched it, and then I read the comments, and I thought, oh, there's some confusion about what's going on here. So I thought I'd clear it up. Anyway, if this all works out, it will be amazing, and it will be awesome, and I will be very, very happy. And if it doesn't, then we've done some good. We have done some good along the way. So it's not all for nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not all for nothing. And I think what's been really cool, something that I didn't anticipate, why is it so hard to walk with a phone and coffee and switch hands? It's very hard to do that. But one thing I didn't anticipate, which has been so cool, is that when I do this, especially with the Gym Buddy stuff, which is Monday through Friday, 7:45 a.m. And I know that's 7:45 a.m. Eastern. I know for some of you that's like in the middle of the night, and you're like, yeah, I'm never doing that. Or some of you say, yeah, I don't work out. I'm never doing that. Or all the reasons why you wouldn't be there, whatever, what I've noticed, and I do think this is really, really cool, is that a lot of the people that show up there in the chat have formed really cool friendships. And they're all really supportive of each other and cool. And yeah, I mean, of course, just like if anybody was doing a live, there are people that pop into the chat that try to be funny and try to make it about them, which I don't know. I guess what I think when I see that, when I see comments of people trying so hard to make it about them, I immediately think, okay, you're a 15-year-old boy. That's exactly who you are. And I think everybody else probably thinks the exact same thing. Hey, son, Junior, quit it, Junior. Grow up. I mean, that's it. Let me just stop for a second. Quit, Junior. Grow up. You think that worked? Junebug, you are a junior. And whatever, glad you're here. You're awesome. It's not about you, though. So just put that back in your pocket. Anyway, a lot of really cool things happening through the chat. People are awesome. They're very supportive of me, which I love and I appreciate. But they're very supportive of each other, which I love even more. That's awesome. We all need people. We all need friends. We all need love and inclusion and support. And I've seen a lot of that on these live chats. And I think it's just really cool. So anyway, just before I go here, I want to one more time do try to do a little push. If you have $2.99 to spare, I know not everybody does, but if you do and you're interested in being part of the biggest contribution ever from this page to No Kid Hungry, go to the memberships tab and join a membership, and you're part of it. It's that simple. And it's going to be awesome. Doing something meaningful on social media. Truly meaningful. I don't know. Some people don't have any interest in that whatsoever, but I do. So consider it, please. And if you do want to do it, thank you. Let's go. All right. I think I've done this long enough. I'm going inside. I hope you have a really good day. If you're in Milwaukee, come to NostalgiaCon and say what's up. That's why we're here. To meet you. Right on. Everybody have a good one. Take care.